Hey guys, Gabe here. So, this is going to be another mall walkthrough tour video, or however you like to call these videos of mine. So, as you see, we are here outside of Mount Vernon, Illinois, getting on Interstate 64 east from Interstate 57. You see, we're heading towards Louisville, Kentucky. But that's not where we are actually going. We are going to Evansville, Indiana, the third largest city in Indiana, and it's also the county seat of Vanderburgh County. We are going to the Washington Square Mall in Evansville, Indiana. So, was actually, spoiler alert, the first enclosed shopping mall in the whole state of Indiana. So, here we go. Let's head there right now. Alright guys, so let's talk about a little bit of the history of this mall, as it is the oldest mall in Indiana, and it remains open to this day, and the day that I recorded it. So, I recorded this mall on March 31st, 2026, and right there, see there, that's where Sears used to be, but we'll talk about that here in a minute. So, this mall opened in the early 1960s, and before then, like when my grandfather was a little kid, there were no enclosed shopping malls really in the U.S., and definitely not in my home state of Indiana. But Washington Square Mall in Evansville welcomed enclosed shopping malls to Indiana. And as you see right up ahead and you saw before, wonder what that purple stuff is. That is a neon light. Those are neon lights there. You know how rare it is to find those in shopping malls nowadays? Like, look at that. And below, that's where the fountain used to be, but it's shut off. But you see my fingers, like, look at that neon light. That really is awesome. Can you believe that this was Indiana's first enclosed shopping mall ever? Think again. Now, this mall really didn't have many anchors. Like, sorry guys if you see I keep pointing at those lights. I just cannot get enough of those neon lights because you never ever see those rarely in any shopping mall these days compared to what they used to be back in the day. And also, look at the food court. You see the ceiling? That is not ceiling tile, my friend. That is a tent, technically. You see above, that's the outdoors. And what's really cool, like, look at that. Look at that. And also, a lot of these signs that I'm also point to, they say, and also they usually had green neon lights that happen during the night when it gets dark. I really wish I was able to see those. But as you see these signs, they all say food festival. You see? And usually in a lot of malls that are declining and dying, there's usually not many food options in the food court, but this one definitely had some options. And this mall is very different from Washington Square in Indianapolis, mainly because of its awesome architecture. And I love it. It reminds me of just the olden days. Oh, look on the wall up here. Woo! Get into the square, Washington Square. Now, I traveled 170 miles from my house just to see this mall. Now, the main reason that this mall has probably declined is probably because of the opening of the nearby Eastland Mall, which is like about 2 miles to the north. And that mall has major anchor tenants, and it has a lot of attention. And back there was a bunch of offices. And then people, I guess, stopped going to Washington Square as much as they used to, and they started going to Eastland Mall, which is a lot larger and has a lot of more well-known stores. And down here is where you get to the restrooms, the mall office, and even like a foot and ankle clinic in a shopping mall. So that even shows you that this place is really old school. Now, the reason I came to this mall and I came to this mall right after I went to Village Square Mall in Effingham, Illinois, which I did a video on that one as well, because they're old school. And I love malls that have old school vibes to it, and it's just something that I love. So guys, I will probably hop on here later in the video, but for now, enjoy the rest of Washington Square Mall in Evansville, Indiana. Peace. Alright guys, so as you've seen more of Washington Square in Evansville, you see also they have a lot of these old pictures on the wall of the old history of this mall, even before it opened. And when it was once thriving, unlike today when it's kind of just sitting pretty quiet. And look at that neon. Woo, that's awesome. Love it. I absolutely love the neon, guys, because I never get to see neon lights in present day shopping malls. That is just beautiful. But I will say that next week, of course, I am back at school. But that doesn't mean we're not going to do any more videos, because we obviously will. And I will probably do some more videos this week. I will see. But until next time, keep watching this. Hope you enjoy the rest of Washington Square Mall in Evansville, Indiana. And I will see you guys later. Peace out. Goodbye.